Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69 and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to have a break from the top 5 week because this tank, the Carnarvon Action X, has arrived in Blitz store. And what an amazing tank this is. This is borderline, if not an OP tank. Very, very, very strong tank. The turret is like 250 millimeters thick. It has 2,700 DPM. The penetration's pretty good. The rate of fire is just amazing, and the speed is also amazing. And I love this camo. But in the deal, you don't get this camo. It does have 2 legendary camos. You get the other camo, full equipment, everything like that. But it has come for 15,000 gold, so it is still a bit costly for a tier 8 tank, but it is only the second time it is coming back. So the next time it comes back, it will probably be, I'd say, probably around 12,000 gold or so. But is it worth it? Is it worth 15,000 gold? Now, currently you can go and buy a tier 10 tank, the Badger, for 20k gold. For 5k less, you are getting a tier 8. So is that worth it? Because 15,000 gold is an awful lot of gold for a tier 8 tank. Now, what I think Wargaming are doing is they know this is a strong tank. They know it's a strong tank, and people are going to want to buy this tank. So, of course, let's put it for 15,000 gold. I personally, if I had 15,000 gold and I didn't have the tank, I would buy this tank. I would buy it because, as I've said, it is pretty, it's OP. I'm going to say it is OP. So for 15,000 gold for an OP tank, then yes, you can start calling it again a pay-to-win tank, just like the T22 in Tier 10 and a couple of other tanks, the WZ120, 1FG. So it can be considered a pay-to-win tank. Now, I'm glad it's not crates, I'm glad it's not money, so it is for gold, and I like it when tanks come for gold, because a lot of people actually save up their gold, and when new tanks come for money, that gold is just useless and it's pointless because you can't do anything with that gold. So I am happy that it's come for 15,000 gold and not money. But on the other side, I do honestly think you're going to start seeing a lot more Carnarvon Action X around in the battle, even with it being 15,000 gold. So it's a lot of money, but you are getting a very, very, very nice tank. You can see 4.3 seconds we're doing 184 damage. So you haven't got the high alpha gun, but again, it's a Carnarvon. It doesn't have that high alpha gun. But if you can get yourself in a hold down position in this thing, you are going to bounce almost anything that comes your way. And if you can get behind tanks like this, that gun just does not stop firing. So we got a nice little, that was pretty easy ace actually, makes nice credits, 62,000 credits there, and you can see the XP was pretty decent in that game. So moving on, we're going to have 2 more battles. One of them again is from myself, and this tank even performs when you're bottom tier. So it's a kind of tank where it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you are top tier, if you're bottom tier. Yes, your hull and your side armor is not the strongest. You really only have the turret armor. And you can see there, that's from the ST, which is a tier 9, and we still managed to easily bounce him. And because he's on a reload, we can pump out sort of 3 shots to his 1. And then again, he does pen us that time, but again, we can poke out, get a nice high roll there, 238, and we're going to get another shot. And we are using AP into his bottom plate, and we can pen him no problem whatsoever. It's a very, very easy pen, and we are just tearing this guy apart. We do bounce, and we do have the help with the E6, and we are managed to take him out now. So now it's a 5-on-5, and I can see that this AMX 5120 is trying to flank around. So I don't want to just go around. I'm just going to wait around this corner, get that shot, back up, and then hopefully bring him, which is exactly what he's doing. I'm bringing him to literally my whole team, and as soon as I see him start shooting, now we can pretty much just all rush him. Oh, that was horrible from the AMX. I mean, he didn't mean to, so I'm not going to rage, and we are going to be able to take this guy out. So now it's a 4-on-4. We're on 2k damage and we're on 2 kills. And we can now just poke round. We really want to take care of that Object 704 because he can do some nasty damage. So we're going to wait and we're going to wait. And I think he does shoot, so we can get that one shot. We are using APCR. And we are able to take him out to now bring it down to a 4-on-3. And this poor AMX 5120 is not going to know what's hit him because he's now getting rushed by 3 tanks. And there's literally, when he's an auto-loader with bad DPM anyway, there is nothing this guy can do. So we are now just able to farm damage. The HE you can see is not the best. I mean, a lot of mediums will be able to pen the side of the AMX 5120. But this can't. I mean, the HE is nothing. Is not good. Is not great considering it is a British tank. So imagine if this tank had Hesh. Imagine if this had Hesh. Wow, this would be the most broke tank in the game. So now we are winning on supremacy points. The enemy do have 3 cap points, which the T49 has just capped D. So I'm going to go and chase him. I'm not sure what he's. I mean, well, I do know what he's doing. He was going for the caps and that Hori just steals some of my damage. So now this replay could actually be in the World of Dummies replays because this last guy, which is the FCM, we are winning on supremacy points. They do have 3 caps to our 1, but I'm just going to speed this up because I really want to search for this guy. I haven't seen him all game and until now. And look, I mean, is he just sat there all game? Seriously, has he just literally sat there all game, full hit points? But I'm quite lucky because the rest of my team are the other side of the map. And with the rate of fire of this tank, we can just tear this guy apart nice and easy. We're on 3 kills, 3.9k damage. We do get lucky because the Hori behind is you're going to see any moment now. He is going to bounce on the front of this guy. I don't know if he's done it already or if it's coming up. There we go. So we are able to get the kill, and pretty much we took him from full hit points, and we are going to get our 4th kill. So 4.7, almost 4.7k damage. We do, of course, we do get the ace, 38,000 credits, but we did fire some APCR there. I'm not sure why we fired so many. 1,602 base XP. But next up, we're going to see just how this tank can perform, and we're watching Denk Communism. We're just going to call him Denk. And I think it's actually XD laughing my arse off in a different account. I could be wrong. And he is bottom tier. And he is just not going to stop firing all game. And I think this is actually number 1 in the Hall of Fame for the Action X. Now, he is running a different camouflage. He's not running the Keep Calm, which I personally love. So he is on New Bay, and he's gone up to this hill, and he's going to try and use the gun depression. It does also have 10 degrees of gun depression. Remember that with that 250 millimeters plus armor of turret armor. Sorry. So if you can use that gun depression with that turret, you're going to bounce everything, just like he's doing here. Already he's bounced 490 damage, and again 495 damage. There's a lot of tanks in front of him, and look, he is just bouncing almost everything that's come his way, and to a point where someone just shot him with HE just so they can do some damage. Now, he does have to be careful because he does have a couple or 3 tier 9s, the only 3 tier 9s coming to his right side, so I would definitely try and focus these guys. You have the higher ground, and you have that turret, so you can actually poke a bit forward. Because at the moment, the position he's in, he is going to get shot from them medium tanks, which again, he still managed to bounce, even though he was sort of side onto him. But he's still going, and you can just see he's going for anything he can. If he's got a shot, he's going to try and take that shot. And he's now up to 1,600 damage. He's blocked 1,160. His team are a tank down, but I mean, look at this rate of fire. It's so fun. It is so much fun. 4.2 seconds reload, and that Super Persian just gets absolutely ripped. Now, the enemy are very unlucky because this Indian Panzer has literally come all the way around the map to go. I think he's actually gone AFK, and as soon as he gets there. But there is an ISA, and you're going to see he's shooting AP, and he's going to be able to pen this guy very easily. He's going to try and get into that side scraping position, and again, he gets the bounce, and now he's up to 1,560 base 1560 blocked damage. He went to ignore that IS-8 there to take out the Panther, because of course he's not just farming damage, he wants to clear the tanks. And clearing the tanks is what you have to do, no matter how much HP they're on. If they are on really low HP, or if it's a bottom tier or top tier, always try and take them out, because it's still a gun out of the game. And now he can just focus on using his DPM against this IS-8 and using the penetration. I mean, he's going through this guy like butter with AP. He's now bringing him down to a one-shot. He can get around, and he is able to take him out. So he's now on 3 kills, 4.3k damage, and he has blocked 1700 damage. So he has blocked almost as many hit points as he originally had. So he would be a one-shot now. He'd probably be a little ram now if he didn't bounce any of those damages. So 3 versus 3, and 2 of them are a tier 9, and one of them's a waffle, and which he does have to be very careful of, because he can one-shot him. But I love the fact that he knows that that Indian Panzer is AFK, so he's just going to ignore him. A lot of people would go and farm him, but he's ignoring him first, and he's going for the most dangerous targets, the targets that are clearing his team, which unfortunately does clear, but he is able now to take out that E75, and now is when he can start dealing with this Indian Panzer. So I think the battle would have been completely different if this Indian Panzer wouldn't have gone AFK. It might have not have. I can't say, because you can't predict it. So now it is a 1 versus 1. The waffle has shot. He's on 5.7k damage. He still has 4 HE shells, which if he can high roll, he should just be able to manage to clear this guy. But also, if the waffle high rolls, then he is a one-shot to this waffle. So he's on 5 kills. Still 2.5 minutes left on the clock, so there's still plenty of time left on the clock. But he's going to want to get this win. He's already had an amazing game. I mean, even if he dies now, 5.7k in an Action X with the rate of fire, with the low damage, is still a remarkable job. But he's still got a little bit more to go. He's not going to want to end it here. He's going to want to go for the win. And oh my God, 313 roll, and the waffle misses his shot. So now he can just go in. He could possibly take a shot now from the waffle and hopefully still survive. But he's not going to take any chances. Again, he's going to go and try and just poke out as much as he can. And again, he gets the bounce, and game over for this waffle. The waffle knows it. He is going to stick his gun up in the air. Salute. Well played, Denk. 6,575 damage, 2,400 block damage, and what an amazing game, and what an amazing tank this is. A lovely tank. If you have 15k gold, I definitely recommend it, but it is still costly for a tier 8 tank. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you soon. Bye bye.